Welcome back to Meg's Crochet. Today I'm going to show you the basic stitches that you need to know for crochet projects. So grab any 4-ply yarn that you can find, and when I say 4-ply, you look at the package and it will have a 4 on it. So it usually tells you what type of hook to use, 5mm, but you can use whatever you would like because we're just practicing. So the first thing I'm going to be teaching you is how to slip knot. So for most people, you know, everybody has their own technique. I always put the shorter end in my hand like this, and then I just flip it and grab the main strand, which is the strand that's connected to your yarn. So it should look like that. So I'll show you how to do it one more time. So grab the short end on top and just twist and grab the main strand and pull. So there's that. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you how to do is to chain. So with chaining, it's quite simple. You're just going to wrap your yarn around your hook like so and then pull through. And that's your first. So you're going to wrap your yarn around it and pull through. So now you have 2. And you're going to wrap your yarn and pull through, and that's 3. And you could see how they're made just like this. So now I have 3. I'm going to wrap around and pull through. That's 4. So wrap around, pull through. That's 5. Wrap around, pull through. 6. Wrap around, pull through. That's 7. Wrap around, pull through. That's 8. Wrap around, pull through. That's 9. Wrap around, pull through. 10. And you're going to do it one more time. Wrap around and pull through. So this is what your chaining is. You could see it's very nice and straight. Usually try to keep your stitches consistent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the single crochet. So single crochets are used throughout a lot of patterns. So it's pretty basic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So you're not going to count this one. This is going to be 1. But in the second chain, you're going to single crochet. So you're going to put your yarn in the hoop, pull up a loop, so you have 2. Just like that, you're going to yarn over and pull through both. So that's your single crochet. So we're going to do it again. You're going to go through the chain like that, pull up a loop, so you have 2, yarn over, and pull through both. Just like that. So now we have 2 single crochets. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Just like that. So keep doing that. So you're going to go into the next stitch. You're going to pull up a loop, so you have 2, yarn over, and pull through both. And you keep doing that. You can see the stitches, so work through the tops of them if you're learning. So right here at the tops you could see them. So we're going to do it again. We're going to go into the next one. We're going to pull up a loop, and we're going to yarn over and pull through 2. And we're going to do that again. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So this is what you should have so far. So now we're going to go back and go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. We're going to do it again. Go into the loop, or the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now we have 2 stitches left from our chain, so you have 1 and 2. So we're going to go ahead and finish those. We're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And now you have one more. Sometimes people forget these, but it's very important to get them. So you're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now when you're looking at it to count your stitches, let me pull this up real quick. So when you want to count your stitches, you can see at the top of this chain, it looks just like your chain, so you can count them. So this is how you're going to count it. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 right here. So you should have 10 just for your practice. So now we're going to do another row of single crochet just to make sure that you get the hang of it. So you're going to chain 1, so you're going to yarn over and pull through just like that. And we're going to turn our work over, so you're looking at the back side of it, and you're going to start by going into this stitch right here. So you look at it, there's a hole right there, yep, and you go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that's your first single crochet. So now you're just going to keep doing that. You could see if you pull it apart a little bit, you can see the hole. So you're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Just like that. So now we're going to keep going. If you want to pull it apart a little bit to be able to see it, there it is right there. You're going to go into it, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So continue doing that all the way to the end. So you're just going to stick your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull through 2 all the way down. So sometimes at the end it gets a little confusing. Some people miss their last stitch right here. But if you turn it, you could see where it is. So you're going to insert your hook into this last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then pull through 2. And if you ever get confused, remember you can go back and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now you have 10. So that's your single crochet. So now I'm going to teach you the half double crochet. So you can chain up 1, just like we did before, and turn your work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, and in the first stitch we're going to insert our hook, pull through up a loop, so you'll have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go through all 3 of them, just like that. That's a half double crochet. So we're going to do that again. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So that is your half. So let's keep doing that. We're going to yarn over, go through our stitch, pull up a loop, so you have 3, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So this is what you should have so far. You can see the difference. So now we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So keep doing that. Yarn over, go through your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And again, and yarn over, go through your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. and yarn over, go through your stitch, pull up a loop, go through all 3. So yarn over, go in your stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now in our last stitch, we're going to do it one last time. So yarn over, go through your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So this is your half double crochet. So you should still have 10 stitches. So now we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to do another row of half double crochets just to get it down. So you can see where each stitch is right here across the row that you're going to be working through. So you're going to yarn over and go through the first stitch right here. The chain 1 doesn't count as anything. So you're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Now we're going to yarn over, go through this next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. Just like that. And now we're going to keep going all the way till the end so that you finish off your row. You should have 10 stitches at the end of this row. You always want to make sure you have the same amount of stitches unless your pattern calls for you to have more or less. Now I'm doing my last stitch right now. So this is your half double crochet. So now we're going to learn how to do a double crochet. So now with a double crochet, you're going to chain 1. Usually your pattern will tell you how many to chain in each row, but since we're just learning, this is, what we're going to do. So we're going to turn our work again. You can see each stitch you're going to be working in. So you're going to yarn over, just like that. You're going to go in your first stitch, pull up a loop, and this is where it's different. With the half double crochet, we pulled through all 3. With a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through 2, and you'll have 2 left on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over again and pull through 2. So that's your double crochet. So now we're going to do that again. Yarn over, go in your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So there's your double. So do it again. Yarn over, go into your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. Just like that. So do it again. Yarn over, go into your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. Very nice. So now we're going to keep doing that. Yarn over, go in your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. Now we're going to do it again. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. And keep doing it. Go in the stitch, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. So yarn over, go in your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and go through 2. And now we're going to do it again. Yarn over, go in the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and go through 2. Yarn over, go into your last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. So this is what you should have. These are your doubles. So now we're going to do another row of double crochet. So you chain 1 and turn your work. So now you can see your first stitches right here. You're going to yarn over, go into your first stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2, and go through 2, just like that. And now we're going to go to our next stitch, yarn over, go in the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through 2, and go through 2, just like that. So keep doing that all the way down the line. You should still have 10 stitches at the end of this row as well. If you don't, you've messed up somewhere, you can backtrack on the video and try again. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes it's a little harder than it looks to do. So just keep practicing it and you'll get the hang of it. So now these are your most basic stitches. A lot of people use these in their patterns, and you know, they're quite simple once you get the hang of them. So you should have this little swatch like I have. So now I'm going to teach you how to do the slip stitch. Slip stitch is used a lot in the beginning of rows, or if you're ending a row, or just whenever it calls for it in a pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So now in this first stitch you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop like that, and instead of finishing it like yarning over and pulling through to make a single crochet, you're just going to take that and pull it right through the second one. So you're going to insert your hook, pull through, and then pull through, just like that. So you're going to do that again. You're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull it through the second loop. You can see how it's starting to make the pattern for that. So you're going to go in your stitch, pull up a loop, and then just directly through the next one. So insert your stitch, pull up a loop, and right through the second one. So keep doing that. Pull up a loop and just pull it straight through the second one. And again. Pull up a loop and right through the second one. And again. Just keep doing that. This is your slip stitch. And you should still have 10 of these. So if you want to count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You could see this is what your slip stitch will look like at the top. That's usually a good finishing thing, or you can use it whenever you'd like if you're just messing around. So this is what you should have. This is your sample. It teaches you your chain, your single, your half double, your double, and your slip stitch. Most of these stitches are used throughout any kind of pattern. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like. Have a good day.